Okay, today we're going to look at a couple of different things. We get a pretty commonly asked, what is the difference between a standard shrink sleeve and a shrink sleeve designed specifically for road bores? And it's really a pretty significant difference. So what I have right here in front of you, this is our standard shrink sleeve. It's called WPCT, William, Paul, Charlie, Tom. And it is designed for pipelines that will operate at ambient temperatures. And it is designed for applications where it will not be involved in a road bore or a directional drill. Now, don't read that the wrong way. It still has good soil stress resistance and things like that for standard pipe movements, for backfills, things like that. But when you talk about a directional drill or a road bore, it gets pretty significant in terms of the amount of beating that coating is going to take. And this one simply is not designed for that. It's a two-layer sleeve, as you can see. Fully installed, I think it's going to be around 80 mils. It's about 40 mils backing, which is a radiation cross-linked polyolefin. And it's going to be about 40 mils of very aggressive mastic sealant. So it's going to be able to bond to just about any standard pipe coating that's factory applied. And in reality, this product has been used for decades. Been installed many times, millions. And millions of times successfully without any issues. So that's what we would use for a standard product. Now, when we consider a road bore, what we have is our product called Dyrax, and I just have a small swatch here. And so it's quite a bit thicker, fully installed on the front edge of the sleeve. This is going to be about 150 mils, so about twice as thick. But it's actually a multi-layer system. So we're going to have first a two-part epoxy that acts as the bonding agent between the Dyrax sleeve system and the bare steel, and also between the Dyrax sleeve system and the factory applied coating, which is normally going to be a dual layer FBE or some kind of an ARO like Powercrete, something like that. So that goes on the pipe first after cleaning, welding, and preheating and all that. Then the sleeve is wrapped around the wet epoxy. The sleeve adhesive and the epoxy are designed to form physical and chemical bonds, and so you don't get that chemical bond unless you wrap and shrink the sleeve before the epoxy has cured. So it's got a hot melt adhesive with a high shear resistance here. That's going to be the go between the backing and the epoxy. Then it's got a layer of polyethylene, and then it's got a layer of fiber mesh, and then it's got another layer of polyethylene. And so this is a product that is incredibly tough. I've seen it used on 48-inch pipe before, which is going to have tremendous force. Seen it used in cases where there was no lubrication in the hole. I've seen it used in cases where the pull-through broke down about halfway through, and as a result the sleeve went about halfway into the bore and then halfway out of the bore, both directions. And have never heard of a single failure with this product, and it's been used for many years also, with probably, I would guess, probably a million installs, everything from 2-inch up to 48-inch. And so as you see with your factory applied coating selection, pipeline application, pipeline conditions, that's critical to choosing the right coating. And the same thing happens with field joint coating, of course. It might even be more important with field joint coatings. So if you have a road bore type application, you really want to make sure you're using a road bore designed coating like Dyrax. If you have a standard drop in the ditch application, well, I still think it's a fine choice to use a product like Dyrax that is just a really high-end product. But I also don't want you to waste your money. And so installing something like WPCT is a smart, safe, and solid choice. So there you have it, the difference between road bore sleeves and standard wraparound sleeves. If you have questions, just get to me. Thank you. Bye.